Monday. Today my mom brought me to my first therapy session. I kept telling her how therapy was not necessary because I'm perfectly fine. But to my dismay, she took me anyway. Probably to be nicer to Manny or something stupid like that. When we got there, we were told to sit in the waiting room to wait for the therapist. The therapist's name was Dr. Parker, I was told. I was feeling very anxious. I had no clue what they were going to do with my thoughts and feelings. My mom noticed me panicking and told me to stop, which is not helpful at all. Stop making a scene. So after a long while, Dr. Parker finally came. She told me to follow her into her room. She sat me down and then noticed I was holding one of my diaries in my hand and asked to see it. I reluctantly said yes. Why was I going to say no? I was here for therapy after all. She talked about how I was being cruel to my best friend Rowley. I didn't understand what she meant by that until she pointed out all the things I've done to him. The broken arm incident, when he got a girlfriend, and my overall mindset. I'll write in this later. I gotta go apologize to Rowley. I'll write how it goes right after. So, it went better than I expected. I apologized for all the bad things I've done for him and how I could change. And he said we could continue to be best friends if we get to do what I want to do. And though most of the stuff we did not interest me, I still had a great time. At least he's having fun. Next week. Today was my next session, so I went to therapy again holding my other diary. Dr. Parker asked how I was doing with Rowley, and I told her that I apologized and how I plan to be better, and she congratulated me. And then she told me that today we're going to share a relationship with our family members. So first she asked me about my relationship with my mother and with my dad. Most of the time she takes care of Manny, but when she does talk to me, she's usually very embarrassing. Does my outfit look swag to you, Greg? Next she asked me about my little brother Manny. I told her I did not like him and she asked why, and I explained why. Because that little boy is extremely smart for his age. So smart it's actually really weird. Next she asked about my brother Roderick. Well, I talked about how Roderick always teases me. He was actually the reason I treated Rowley so bad in the first place. But I do love him. After all, he is my brother. And if I did not love him, I would not talk to him at all. And he loves me too. And then she asked about my father. It was difficult to say my relationship with him because there was not a lot to go off of. But my intense thinking answered her question, I guess. She then wrote something down on the clipboard and began to talk about Roderick. She told me I should show my appreciation to my brother more and try to talk to him. And I told her in all honesty that I don't know how to talk to him. He's usually on his own all the time, so I usually leave him be. She then told me to try and bond with him naturally instead of forcing him to be with me like Mom usually does. So I did what she asked. I was home after therapy and Roderick looked a bit down, so I started to talk to him. And I'll show you what happened in this comic. What's wrong, Roderick? Nothing. Come on, you could trust me. Fine. Just every single day is the same thing over and over again, and I'm getting sick of it. Have you tried doing stuff to make it more interesting? Like a crime? No, like taking a run, trying new things, heck, even talking to new people. I think I will. Thanks, Greg. Hey, come with me before I change my mind. Okay. Next week. This therapy session we talked about the people that talk to me at school. I talked about Albert, Sandy, Holly Hills. However, we focused on Fregley. Fregley was always outcasted for his invasion of boundaries. She said that I should try to talk to him about it and try to teach him about how to respect people's limits. Here's what happened when I talked to him. Hey, Greg. Hey, Fregley. The reason people don't like you is because you invade personal space. People don't like that. Oh, you promise people will be my friend if I do that? Not everyone, but I could be your friend if you want me to. Really? So, now I'm friends with Fregley. Best buds. So today was the fourth therapy session. My therapist wanted to talk about my father. She asked about the times we spent together, not including the times he enrolled me into numerous sports. And surprisingly, I couldn't even think of times we actually had fun together. Maybe you should try to talk to him about it. I'll confront him. It did not go well. So what happened was that I went to the basement to talk to Dad, and he was playing with his Civil War figures. So I asked him why he never talks to me, and he responded that he was disappointed in me. And I was then confused and asked why. And he said that art would not provide money for me in the long run and that I should become a sports player or athlete like him. But then I remembered, my dad was a geek at my age too. So that meant, you're not disappointed in me. You're disappointed in your old self. My career plans are just an excuse. Get out. What? Get out of my house. Okay, Dad. So I packed all my things and left, including all of my diaries. I have nowhere else to go. Rowley, you're my only hope. So they said yes. They did some paperwork, and I'm now officially part of the Jefferson family. Now you might be wondering, why didn't I write on this for a whole month? Well, I wanted to put the past behind me. After all, this is not Greg Heffley's journal anymore. It's a Greg Jefferson's diary. Zooey Mama. That's the end. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to go check out the original author of this fan fiction on Reddit. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description. Also make sure to like, subscribe, and I hope you guys do like the new mic. I did finally get a new one because my old one wasn't really great. It was a headset mic, and my old one, which was actually pretty good, it broke, and I was having a lot of problems with it. But yeah, we have a new mic now. We're pretty close to 4K subscribers. We gained like over 1,000 the last month, which is super crazy. So make sure to keep that going. Hit the subscribe button, and yeah, peace out. Bye.